Okay, once you start up the Kinetic Dash software, this is the home screen that'll pop up. This just gives you some light data over what you've done. Over the past month, little over a month, I've scanned 231,000 cards on this version of the software. I've done 164 batches. Each batch for us is 1,400 cards because that's what fits in a super shoe easily, with 50 card team bags holding each 50 cards. Let's go in and I'll show you how to do a batch. So you click on batches and then you click on new. We're going to do 1P8. So what this is, we started at 0, A through Z, and now we're on 1A through Z. So this is row P, 1P. This is column number 8 within that row. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to load it up. As you can see, we have some that have set codes. So whenever I do a set, if one has a set code on it or a color, I can select that to make the software work faster. Select that. Give it what condition. This batch is lightly played. I also like to tell it, since I know there's going to be no tokens in here, let's exclude tokens. There's also should be no promos in here, so I'm going to exclude promos. Like I said, if we were going to do sets like wilds, I can click on wilds and click all the sets I want to be in there. Also color. So I can do wilds white, or I could just do a white row or a blue row or a white and blue row. What it will do is if there are multiple colors selected, it will load white, it will load blue, and then it will load any cards that are white and blue. So, but for this batch, this is just a basic batch. So name, where the location of it is, and condition is all you need. I'll click add, and now we'll process it. This process takes about 30 seconds-ish, depending upon the batch and what it has to do. This is going through a lot of different steps and processes to determine a card match. So it usually doesn't take very long. I think the longest I've ever had one take was like 45 seconds. That was a foil batch, a lot of older foils. So, well, this one took 21 seconds, so below the average. Now that it's done, I'll click on review. Here's 1P8. We'll review the batch. So it found matches all but for 5. So what I can do now is tell it. This is CLB 171. This next one is ZNR 84. So you can filter by name, set code, set number, one of them, all of them. It's all up to you. Like this card here. If I didn't know that this was from Theros and I didn't know that, the card number is right there, I can just type in ill tempered and all I do is match pictures. So that one looks correct. So I can select it. This one is a Wilds of Eldraine Enchanted Tales, so WOT. Card number 8 would pull up Knightly Valor. Or I could go Knight, and it would also pull up Knightly Valor. This one is, like if I just wanted to search by name, Right of O. So there's only 2, Double Feature and Midnight Hunt. So here's the 2 images. Match the image, select. Now that everything's done, especially your first couple batches, I would recommend reviewing all of the batch because this is a learning software. So the more you tell the software what is wrong, it will learn from it and it will learn your scanner. And how that works is, as you can see, my image here, it has some striations on it. It's not an exact replica. A lot of our newer images, they're not scanned. They are perfect digital representations of the card, and of course our scanned images aren't going to be. So, but as you can see, this one found an exact match all the way through here. But also what I like to do is, since this batch was completely random, any card that is a rare or a mythic will be highlighted in red. So I can scroll through here really quick. And if anything red pops up, I can double check it, because when you're scanning old stuff or bulk that's been sitting in a box, you really have no idea what's in there. So being able to determine rares or mythics is a pretty nice feature to be able to, oh, look, I need to pull this out. I don't want to put it online. I could literally just delete it from here from now, write down the location, which is here. This is 1P8 card 0009. So I can go over to where my cards are stored, find this card, and pull it out before it ever goes on TCG Player. But as you can see, this batch is complete. All I got to do, markers reviewed, completed, click upload, and then it'll be on the online Kinetic software to be uploaded via CSV to TCG Player. Less than 5 minutes, 1,400 cards went from images scanned to online. The whole process per batch usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes doesn't matter if it's one set or 100 sets of cards. 1,400 cards in roughly 30 to 40 minutes online ready to sell.